All right, what's good? This is J Profit FX right here. J Profit Forex in the building. All right, so I welcome you all back to my YouTube video, my YouTube channel as well. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you for returning. If you're a new subscriber and you just bumped into this video, please kindly take some seconds and just hit the like button and subscribe, turn on your post notification to get notified whenever next I drop a content. All right, so on today's video, like you've seen on based on the content or based on the description of the video, it's definitely said the method I use to trade what counter trends, right? I'm definitely talking about retracements in the market, right? So we know that retracements, these are things that happens in the market when the market rallies to the downside or to the upper side. Definitely would have a retracement. All right, so let's jump straight into this video and I'm going to show you guys how I do this. So pay attention and don't forget to subscribe, like this video, and share if you have to share it, in case there are some people that needs to see this video. All right, so let's get straight into it. All right, welcome here. This is my my trading view, I meant to say. All right, so I won't want to make this video that long. It's just a short clip showing you guys how you can definitely trade retracement and how I personally do it in the forex market. All right, so I'm just going to use this empty space right here to like demonstrate what the setting, or should I say the template, all right, because I believe that if your strategy is not systematic, you don't have a system or set of rules that you follow when trading, you're definitely going to find it hard to be profitable in the market. All right, so I always believe that my trading is kind of template. Everything I have, how I trade is kind of a template something, right? So I'm just going to give you the template. I'm going to show you guys by using a rough sketch to like draw it out for you people so you can see. All right, now let's imagine for instance we're in a downtrend market, right? Let's say this is 15 minutes time frame, or the overall structure of the market is a downtrend. We have that bearish momentum in the market, right? We've seen lower highs and lower lows, lower highs and lower lows, and lower highs and lower lows, right? The market is creating this one certain type of move, and you're looking at the market. It's quite very odd for you to just jump in immediately and get in for buys, or you could be like, okay, the market has hit the all-time low, or market has hit an area of support, and you know all the stuff, right? So you'd be like, okay, I want to get in for buys from this zone and stuff. Now this is how I get into trades, right? This is how I get things done. Now what I will do is, now for those of you who definitely look out for every single break of structure that you see towards the opposite direction, you see it and count it as change of character. It is not always like that. It is not always like that. Now what I do is, for instance, because of the fact that the market is very bearish, right? That's the first number one thing I'll put into consideration. The market is very bearish at this point. All right, as the market is bearish, like I said, I wouldn't want to come up in straight and jump in for buys in the market just out of the blues, and I want to take buy or trade. All right, so what I would definitely do is I want to see that change of character occur. Definitely price taking out a recent lower high structure. It gives us that change of character right here. As price gives us that change of character, the next thing I want to see is I'll definitely, now people will now want to execute their trades off an area of what demand. Definitely along this point, people want to execute trade positions once price returns to an area of demand. Now this is how I do it. I don't go off this I don't trade off this recent demand in the market. I mean, I don't take trade in the first demand. As the case may be right now, we are very bearish. The momentum of the market is very bearish, and all of a sudden we see price take out a recent lower high, giving us change of character in the market. All right, I won't be so quick to judge that this market is about to reverse. I don't move the market, or definitely you as well, you don't move the market. All right, so what you definitely need to do is you need to get that confirmation right that price is about to reverse to the upper side. Now this type of trading entry I do, it's a type of trading entry that will help you filter out losses, and secondly give you nice risk to reward ratio in the market. All right, for instance, like let me proceed, right? So right here, people will want to definitely get into an area of demand here for longs. Right now what I do is I won't want to get into the trade from this area of demand. I want to see price respects this first area of demand, if price respect the area of demand first, pushes above the previous what created what higher high point, breaking what structure. So as price has what broken structure, now this now gives me rise to what another what break of structure in the market. All right, so it's very simple what I do. All right, so the first thing that happens is that price will give me change of character, and I will definitely mark out the area of demand, right? I will mark it out, and then I'll be watching how price reacts to that area of demand. If price taps into the area of demand, buys off immediately, definitely what giving me what a creation of what, or creating a new higher high for me, then I will be what tempted to what, okay, let me not use the word tempted, but this is the where I will take my entry. I'll take my entry off what the second area of demand, which caused what the break of structure. Now this type of trading is, or this type of entry helps me to filter out what losses, like I said, right? So this is where I'll definitely engage in my trade, and I will target at least the previous what high, which is this high right here. All right, I'll target it was that high over there. Okay, so as you can see, if the trade plays out well, now this type of confirmation, what I do call it is confirmation. What is it? Confirmation in confirmation what entry. Don't mind the kind of words I use, but that's the way I define it. All right, I'll definitely want to see that confirmation very well before I can take a trade. Now let me give you guys a trade scenario where you can use such what type of entry. Now let's assume this is a 4 hours time frame. Now for those of you who doesn't focus on 4 hours time frame, okay, let me not be specific, I mean higher time frame as a whole, you don't focus on higher time frames to take your trade. You always find it hard to filter out price movement in the market, trust me. Right, so now let's assume right here in this case we have an uptrending market on the 4 hours time frame. We are trending up, so we're creating higher highs on what higher lows, and then all of a sudden price does what? Price gives us what? Change of character in the market. All right. As price gives us what? Change of character. This is the chalk right here. Okay. And after that, I mean, by now, you must have marked out an area of demand, sorry, area of supply, where you would be interested what to take your sell entry from. Now if you are very you've stepped up your game in the forex market, you really know what you're doing, and you want to what, execute a buy, you want to do what we call buy to sell or sell to buy. Now in this case what I mean is that you want to what, take a counter trade entry. You know that the overall direction of the market is going to be bearish, but you want to what, take a counter trade entry into this what, into this area of what, supply, in order to what, take what, a sell trade. I hope you're getting me. So you're interested in what, taking this buy move right here. You're interested in taking what, the buy trade. Now how do you get into this buy trade? How do you know that price is going to reverse from the exact point that it is? All right, it is very simple how to do that. You only what, apply what, this method, this method actually marked out right here. Now this is the sell movement right here that actually broke structure, right? This is the sell momentum. We have lower highs, lower low, lower highs, lower low. You feel me, right? So price is giving you something like this. Now how do you determine that price is about to push to the upper side? Now you definitely want to see price give you a change of character by breaking a recent lower high, comes down to an area of demand, respects it, breaks what, a recent structure or the previous high over there. Once it breaks the previous high, gives you what, change of character, sorry, extra break of structure. Then the new area of demand, that is where you execute your trade. But just have in mind that what you're trading is what, a counter trade what, entry. Hope you're getting me. All right, so your entry will be what, from the second area of demand and not the first area of demand. The reason for that, like I've said, is to what, filter out if price is going to what, hold on that first area of demand. If that happens, then you're lucky enough that price is going to what, at least give you some little profit before it actually go to what, the wrong side or the initial what direction it has to go to. All right, now I'll give you some few chart examples right now. Okay, so this is NZD USD right here. Okay, NZD USD. Now let's assume we're not currently assuming anything for here for real. Yeah. So let's assume like you want to take an what's it called? You want to take a counter trade entry. Now let me go to the 4 hours time frame and look for a change of character model, because these are the two types of counter trade entry I take. It's either I'm taking a counter trade entry for price to go mitigate an area of supply, or for price to go mitigate an area of what demand, which is what I do after price gives me what higher time frame change of character. Aside that, I don't do any counter trend what trading. All right, so now I'm currently on the 4 hours time frame here. So let's try and see, or let's try and spot out price movement to the downside. There's a whole lot of structures right here to use as an example, but looking for something very clean. All right, let me look out for another pair. Let me check on NZD card. All right, so on NZD card, let's see what price has in stock for us. Okay, I don't know, this is quite very far, but let's try and see. Let's try and see. Now on NZD card, let me try and do the replay. I think I actually did some entry right there on NZD card for a very long time. So you can see my entries right here. But let's see what the market is doing. Sorry, this thing is lagging, yeah. All right, so let's see NZD card. So taking a look at this market right here, we can see that we just had what 4 hours what change of character right here, because this is a higher high, this is a higher high, this is a higher low, higher high, higher low, a recent higher high and a higher low. Now if you shift down to like 2 hours time frame, it will be very clear. Okay, this is the change of character right here, exactly. So now I want to, once I've seen this change of character right here, definitely from this 2 hours to 1 hour time frame, once I've seen this, now how do I engage myself in this trade setup? I want to like buy the market, then sell it. Now how do I get engaged in this market? This is the change of characters. You can see higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. We see the structures market is building, right? So after that, we had a recent change of character, and after that, price pushed to the upper side, mitigating an area of demand, sorry, area of supply, and then selling off. Now if I want to engage in this buy setup to, in order for to sell the market, now how do I do it? That's the question. That's the counter trading here we're talking about. How do I do it? Now I simply have to do it by what this is 1 hour time frame. Now not really much movement like I expected. Now I will definitely want to use something like 5 minutes time frame, or 3 minutes time frame rather. All right, so this is my 5 minutes time frame right here. So what can you actually identify in the market right now? This is what a bearish market, which actually took out what a low or a higher low in the market. Now we've been creating what lower lows and lower highs. If you go down to like 3 minutes time frame, you see these lower highs and lower low structures right here forming, right? So this is a recent higher low, lower high I mean to say, or an area of supply. All right, so if I mark out this, the reason for this confirmation type of entry is why I don't know if price was just going to like, you know, take out liquidity and continue to the downside again, but at least me waiting for price to respect that area of demand first, and then me taking my trade on the second area of demand is quite very conservative, right? So here price takes out what the recent what higher low structure, lower high structure. I keep mixing things up here, giving rise to what change of character. All right, so as price gave rise to change of character, now we can see this nice area of demand right here. That price actually respected area of demand with imbalance, price respected this what area of demand. You can see the recent break of structure here, and this is the BUS right here. So on this second entry, this is where I take my buys. You can see this nice area of demand again, which is an area of demand right there, which is the indecision candle. I'm talking about the indecision candle right there. So if you don't know how to mark out your area of demand and supplies, sometimes we use indecision candle as as our executions. Yeah. So right here I'll execute my buy. It gives me that small risk. That is one thing I love about the confirmation entry type when getting into counter trade entries, right? So my target is within the 50% of the POI. Sometimes just the tip, yeah, but at least 50% is very, very nice. So you can see that the trade of 1:5 hour, 1:6 hour. So this is how I get into trade like this. And there are some other examples, like for instance the Euro USD trade of today, or yesterday I mean to say. All right, let me check on Euro USD right now. And same thing happened on Euro JPY as well. This is my Euro JPY right here, but that was a missed entry. You kind of missed the entry right there. Let me show you guys, right? Okay, this is my Euro JPY right here. So this is the missed entry on Euro JPY. It was quite a very, very complicated one for us, but at least it helped me filter out entry in trade out of the blue. So this is the break of structure right here, giving rise to change of character. Price came back, respect an area of demand. So I was definitely waiting for break of structure of a recent lower high structure, because price created liquidity as well with series of lower high points, right? So I was waiting for price to give me rise to I was waiting for price to give me break of structure, right? So price gave me the break of structure right here, and this is where I had my entry set. As you can see, price missed my entry real quick, and price trade is running 1:5 hour right now. So this is JProfit FX right here. If you've not subscribed to my channel, kindly hit the subscribe button, like this video, and turn your post notification to get notified when next we post. So I'm going to show you guys a trade I'm currently on right now real quick. This is silver. So you can see silver is a massive profit right now. Actually send that out to my Discord team. As you can see, massive profit on silver. So that's the end of the video. Stay tuned as I'm going to post another massive content for you guys, and hope you guys enjoy the rest of your week. JProfit FX.